We are all friends here. There are no strangers when you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger in this family of love and hold you in our hearts the way you are. We are all friends here. There are no strangers when you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger in this family of love, hold you in our hearts the way you are. We are all friends here. There are no strangers when you walk inside that door. We welcome you to linger in this family of love and hold you in our hands the way you are. And we hold you in our hearts the way you are.
Welcome. I'm Rev Rachael Dilling, and I am so grateful to see every one of your faces today. Thank you for coming and joining us. We're going to start with a little acknowledgement of the people that are new. Who is new here for the first time? First time you walked the door, if you'll just raise your hands. Perfect. Thank you. We're so glad you're here. Marina has a gift for you. Thank you so much. How did you hear about us? Charles. Thank you, Charles. Excellent. Yay, Charles. Is there anybody else that's brand new, who's never been here before? Well, welcome back for everybody else. I also want to acknowledge those people that work so diligently to put this whole thing together on the Sunday mornings that we are live or in person. So we have, starting over here, we have Mr. Alan Stanley, who is our musician. Woo! Yay! We've got practitioner Bill Smith. Woo! He's making sure those people online get to see us as well as, the other things. Let's see, we go Brown, and I have got Diana in the back who is in kitchen today and doing our coffee and making sure the snacks are ready. Yay, thank you. We've got, who else do I missing? Helen did, and Marina, we're on greeters today, yay. Woo-woo. Thank you. Our practitioner of the day is our practitioner, Scott. He'll be up in just a little bit, woo, yay. And then, of course, everybody else who shows up, I am so very grateful. Oh, David. Thank you, David, for making coffee. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Bill. Okay, let's see. Now it's time for us to do a little meet and greet. And what this looks like is you're just going to kind of stand up. You're going to walk around. You're going to say good morning. Don't hug anybody without asking. But, of course, if you ask and they say yes, you're good to go. Okay, we're going to take about 90 seconds. Alan's going to say a little ditty for us. 87. Good morning. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Hello, Lisa. How are you? I love the dragonfly. Yes. Okay, welcome back to your seats. Welcome back to your seats. Dun, bum, bum, bum. Woo, woo. So next we have practitioner Scott's going to come and do some announcements for us. Yes.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so announcements. I'm going to be going. There's no Zoom conversation today for those of you online. Oops. Sorry. Okay, there we are. So our next in-person service, May 10th, is going to be our own Reverend Joe. It is Mother's Day. Wow. Debuting the doubting self. That'll be an interesting talk. The letters that we get is on CSL.org. Sorry, I'm like a fish out of water this morning. Sorry about that. So prayer request. That I do really well. So if you would like prayer requests from any of us practitioners that are here, there's 3 of us here today. All of us have the ability to know the truth for you, and prayer is like vitamin C. It'll do it. Little dab will do you. Okay? Books. So our bookstore back there, we have lots of books, and we're going to get more. So, you know, books are a wonderful thing, and so go into the back shelf, peruse, see what you like, make a donation. If you've got a book, bring a book. You know, it's one of those good things that we have here. Today we have Sue and Awaken to the Mystical. It's a lively discussion that's going to start at 12:30, I believe, right after our service. Sue has done an amazing job with bringing different elements of the metaphysical world into a practical conversation, and it's doing well. I'm looking forward to being here today with you for that for a little bit. All right, so practice of becoming, grounding. That's you.
You're welcome. So we're going to take a minute. We're going to do a little grounding. And so what I'd like you to do, if you're comfortable, to soften your eyes or close your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in together. So take a deep breath in and release. Deep breath in and release. And so this next deep breath in, I want you to take it from your pelvis area and pull it all the way up into your your top of your head. So you breathe in, bring it all the way up to the top of your head, and let it go again all the way out. One more time. One more time. In and out. This next breath, let's take it in from our belly. We're going to pull it all the way to the top of our head, breathing in for the belly. And let go. Out through the belly. Breathing in through the belly. And out. This next breath, we're going to take it right in through, right underneath your ribs, that perplexed area right there. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. One more time, in and out. Next breath, we're going to take it right through our chest, right into our heart. Breathe in and breathe out. One more in and out. The next one's going to come right into our throat. Open the throat and breathe in through the throat. And exhale. One more in. And exhale. Now we're going to do our third eye right in the middle of your forehead. Breathe in through your forehead. And exhale. Breathe in through your forehead. And exhale. And last one, we're going to take it right through the crown of our head. Breathe in through your crown. Take it all the way down to your feet. And allow it to come up. So for those who are unaware, we just breathe through all of our body chakras. Come back into the room. When you're ready, open your eyes. We are grounded here in this moment. Now we are going to do our flames of faith. Can I, as Reverend Joe likes to, can I get a volunteer to do our gong? Who would like to help me? Charles, thank you. So how this works is we are going to breathe together, continue to breathe together. when you hear the dong, that's when we do our cue to breathe in. Take all that in and then release it. Okay. So we're going to start with our first flame. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all people and all things, all beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. We first light the unity candle, which represents the unifying nature of all religions through thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light a candle for Shamanic traditions, honoring the belief and practices of all indigenous people, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light a candle for Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light a candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light a candle for Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light a candle for Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light a candle for Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God, the highest calling. We light a candle acknowledging the center for spiritual living in all forms of new thought, the metaphysical path of the personal relationship of healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. We light the next candle for inclusivity, affirming that those that are seeking a stronger knowing and understanding of divine love are welcome here. There is nothing outside of God. You are welcome here. And now we light a candle for the healing candle and invite you to silently offer into the light the name of loved ones, knowing that they are now the perfect expression of spirit, whole and love. Thank you. Thank you, Charles. What a good bell ringer he was. Thank you so much. And now, we got some music.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's hear it.
Going to hear a lot about love today. There's so much to be thankful for. Take a look around and see everything we have within us, every dream we want to be. All we need to sustain and keep us arrives on time as we prepare. Let us thank God for our blessings and all this precious love. we share. There is so much to be thankful for. Take a look around and see everything we have within us, every dream we want to be. All we need to sustain and keep us arrives on time as we prepare. Let us thank God for our blessings and for this precious love we share. And now I think we're bringing up our new practitioner, Scott Thompson.
Am I on? Good. Yep, I'm on. I am on somewhere. I am on. I'm on. Thank you. Thank you for that awesome song. That's beautiful. I love today because today's about love. And I'm looking forward to Reverend Rachel's talk. So this is like my first official reading as your practitioner. And I kind of went somewhere this week. I kind of sat in contemplation because there's a whole lot of good things about love. So many books and so much wealth in love. But I find that the best wisdom of love is within ourselves. And when that wisdom is expressed and allowing that wisdom to be expressed and just letting go of expectations. And so I sat with Spirit this week and I said, okay, Spirit, what am I going to say? And sometimes I just get a lot of information that comes through and I start typing it out and writing it down. So the reading I'm going to do today for you is about love from Spirit. And it's called The Practice of the Presence of Love. Love is not a fluctuating emotion or a reactive state of being. It is a spiritual principle that requires concise daily direction. In the science of mind, we understand that love is the self-givingness of Spirit through us. To treat love as a commitment is to recognize that while the feeling may ebb and flow like the tide, the law of love remains constant. We do not wait for the word to be lovable before we express our nature. Rather, we make a deliberate choice every morning to view every encounter through the lens of divine unity. Commitment to love means the disciplined regulation of our mental real estate. It involves the daily pruning of the garden of the soul, removing the weeds of resentment, judgment, and indifference as soon as they appear. When we commit to love as a daily practice, we are essentially saying, I will not allow the external shadows of conflict dim the internal light of my true self. This is rigorous material, an exercise that demands we replace the habit of criticism with the habit of blessing, recognizing that we project into the lives of others is exactly what we are cultivating within our own experience. Ultimately, love as a daily commitment is the highest form of spiritual treatment. It is the realization that we are all practitioners of harmony in a world of apparent discord. By renewing this vow each day, we move beyond the infantile desire to be loved and step into the mature power of being love. This path requires us to be steadfast when it is difficult and patient when the ego seeks to defend itself. As we consistently embody this principle, we find that love is no longer something we do, but the very atmosphere in which we live, move, and have our being. Thank you. So if you join me now in closing your eyes and bring in that essence and connection of love that is right in the center of your heart. This love, this one love, this universal love that expands itself through us and as us, is always accessible by the consciousness of our breath, the consciousness of our words, and the consciousness of our actions. Knowing that this love is prevalent in this space right here and right now, knowing that each person that is sitting in each chair is that divine expression of love, and knowing that we get to extend that to others to remind ourselves the nature and being of who we are. We are love. And so knowing that love is all powerful and all great and all knowledgeable, I know today that as the words come from Reverend Rachael, knowing that these words of love will lift and land where it is intended and needed to be. I know that as we move through this service, it is whole, perfect, and complete. I know that each person that's sitting here is that divine representation of love magnified by the Spirit. And so we say, this service is amazing. We say that the love and the blessings that we are going to receive today are the truths that we already know about ourselves. And together we say, and so it is. Reverend Rachael.
Thank you, Scott. That's great. I'm going to be looking for people to move around on this tune and sing. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. See when it's getting late, please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Another day goes by, still the children cry, put a little love in your heart. Wait, no, we won't let hatred grow, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Take a good look around. If you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide kindness will be your guide, put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. Just wait and see. Put a little love in your heart each and every day. Put a little love in your heart. There's no other way. Put a little love in your heart. It's up to you. Put a little love in your heart. Come on now. Put a little love in your heart. We've got to put a little love in our heart.
So I think Scott's reading basically covered everything I was going to say, so we're good. Yeah. So let's see if I can just reinforce what he said. I had it where I wanted to. There we go. Opening quote. A man in his 80s interviewed for a longest study on human happiness ever conducted. When asked what he most regretted, he said, he didn't name a job, a house, a missed opportunity. He said, I waited too long to learn that love was a verb. Right? Love is a verb. So I remember, when I was in my late 30s, I remember it was like dusk, and I'm outside, and I'm on the phone with my cousin, and I'm walking around the pool, and I'm like, is love an energy? Is it an emotion? Is it a feeling? What is this love that we talk about all the time? Because everybody seems to use it differently. And then when you think about love, and people go, oh my gosh, if you love too much, you hurt. Like, really? But love is supposed to be the good thing. Everyone's supposed to want to be loved and to love, but if we love and then we love too much and we get too attached and we get all intertwined, then it hurts when that love gets taken away, and that doesn't seem right. So as I walked around that pool and ranted at my cousin, I eventually came to a conclusion. So the philosophers, the scientists, and us religious science peoples all agree that love makes us happier. So if we go and we talk about in a philosophical manner, it's amazing how things just kind of show up during the week. So I know I'm going to talk about love. And I'm driving in David's car, which I don't do very often because my car is kind of on the fritz. And so he has a radio, and I haven't had a radio in my car for like years. And I'm like, let's listen to the radio. So I put the radio on, and KNPR is on. And I love KNPR. I haven't listened to it because I don't have a radio. And they're talking, and the first thing the lady says is, I do a thought experiment with my students about the love pill. I was like, oh, well, that's an interesting topic since I'm going to be talking about love on Sunday. And so I listened to it a little bit more, and apparently she is a professor at Notre Dame University. She teaches a class called The Good Life and God. And this thought process, or this thought puzzle is, if I gave you a pill that would make you love everybody, would you take it? And oddly enough, she said a lot of her students say no. So I'm like, well, that's interesting because I think I already took it. And the answer was, or one of the reasons is because, one, some people don't believe that everybody deserves love. So I don't want to love everybody who doesn't deserve it. But the interesting one to me was a kid said, these are college students, by the way, I sleep with my phone across the room. And when the phone rings at 3 o'clock in the morning, I get up, and I'm in a panic, and I'm sick to my stomach until I can answer the phone to make sure my mother's okay. If I felt like that about everybody, that would be way too much. And so my brain goes, is that love? Or is that attachment to the result? Or is that an expectation? So she goes further in kind of explaining the whole concept of love. And she talks about philosophers, because she's, philosophy. And she talks about Aristotle, and she talked about Jesus. And Jesus, one of the most amazing philosophers, has this story he tells, and I'm sure you're all familiar with it. Some guy gets beat up, horrible, on the side of the street, left dying in horrible shape, and this guy walks by, and he feels compelled to help him. And so he takes him, and he nurtures him back to health. And we all know this story as the Good Samaritan, right? And she talked about how it's a gut feeling. In the olden days, they didn't cut out hearts to say I love you. They cut out guts and livers and things to say I love you. True story. Interesting. We have that shifted. But that was the gut feeling. And was it the feeling that stopped the guy on the road? And is that what the love is? Or was it him stopping and helping the behavior, the verb of love? That is the point of the story that Jesus told. So that's the philosophy about it. Let me get my little slide here. In virtue ethics, love isn't a feeling, it's a state of being. And that's that gut feeling that Megan was talking about. It's a TED Talk. I would recommend it if you like TED Talks. Loving a stranger. Getting to the point where we're no longer just about loving me, but loving you as well. We talk all the time, in Science of Mind, how we're all one. Everyone comes from the one spirit. Everyone is part of the whole. Everyone has that stardust. We're made up of that stardust, that everyone is made up of the same thing. So we're really just looking at ourselves when we're looking at somebody else. And shouldn't we love ourselves? So that's the philosophy. But there's actually science behind this as well. It's not just about philosophical thought process, which is pretty compelling to me because I like the thought puzzles. So there's a study done, and the study it's called the 88-year behavioral study that's been put on by Harvard. And you know why it's called the 88-year? Because it's been going on for 88 years. And so next year they'll probably call it the 89th year, right? So they follow these people from when they started, and now, of course, several of them have passed, and they're following their descendants now. And what they find is that a good relationship, statistically, is based on where you're at 50 and how much love you have in your life. Where is that connection at 50 years old? So they can determine your likelihood of living to 80 based on your relationship and your love at 50. Better than cholesterol, better than your heart. And why is that? Because when we are in a place of love, we're in a relationship, when we're feeling connected, our hormones are in a different place. So we know when we get all stressed out, what hormone do we get? What hormone goes through our body? Cortisol, right? Which is horrible for our body. I mean, it's great in the moment when we have to get up and we have to go do something and it's an emergency. We got to act. Great, we want that cortisol. However, it also, when we're in that stage for a really long time, we know that it starts to eat away at our body. It's not good for us. Does anybody know what the good hormone is? The love hormone is? Oxytocin. We love us some oxytocin. Because what oxytocin does is it calms the system. It allows us to open and to connect and see possibilities. So oxytocin only happens when we're connecting in a place of love. It only happens when we feel it, when we're doing it, when we're acting as love as a verb. So when you look at this, and they also did studies on marriages, and they said that it's about responsiveness to your loved one. So they say that couples that stay married over 10 years, 83% of the time are being responsive to the person in their life. Those who get divorced before 5 years, 38%. It's like, whoa. And then I think about it. This week was a very busy week. I was hustling this week to see all of my patients, to do the things that I need to get done. And I probably was a little short, a little curt with my David as we're moving through our week. And you know what he did? He made me coffee. He made it just the way I like it. He puts it out. It's nice and warm for me. He makes my water. He puts a scoop of the electrolytes in it, mixes it up, and puts it ready. So when I'm ready to go, I just grab my coffee and my water, and I go. He didn't, Rachel, you're being mean to me, at all. He just went and did things that he knows that makes me feel loved and supported. And probably about Thursday, I realized, again, how blessed I am, how much I love this man. So what came first? The action or the feeling? The action. So when we behave in a loving way, when we connect, when we give, when we smile, when we say good morning, when we do something kind, that's the love. And with that, then comes the feeling. Science is also showing that the more love, the more, as we use it as a verb, the more times we do that, we actually expand our brains. That we're able to conceive more, that we are able to see and feel more connected to the people around us. So I was at the convention, the CSL convention at the beginning of the month, and I was hanging out with a girlfriend of mine, and she's such a doll. I love her so much. And she made up these little cards, and I don't even know what they said, but something like, giving is necessary, and this squirrel is yours, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. And she was handing them to people. And she gave me a couple, and I'm like, okay, this is really silly, because it doesn't even really mean anything. But I handed it to somebody, and the person got this huge smile on their face and laughed, because it was, ridiculous. But it made me feel so good, this act of giving. And so we decided we wanted to make a movement of simple acts of kindness. Now, I know that it's already pay it forward and all that. We buy a cup of coffee for the guy behind me, when I'm in Starbucks. But this is different because it seems more one-on-one, like I'm looking at you and I'm saying, this gift is for you because I'm thinking about you right now, because I love you right now. There you go. So back to that 88-year study. And I think I've covered a couple of this, but we'll go ahead and read it anyway. So satisfaction with relationship of age 50 is stronger prediction of physical health in your 80s than cholesterol levels, which I just said. Loneliness carries a mortality risk comparable to smoking and heavy drinking. The strongest relationships were not the ones that with no conflict. They were the ones where the partners kept turning towards each other again and again. There's this myth out there, and I'm not sure exactly where, I know where it came from. It came from Disney, where I'm going to meet the man of my dreams, we're going to get married, and we're going to live happily ever after. End of story. But do you notice that those stories end at the marriage and not at the wedding and not at the marriage? Right? And so we're kind of given this illusion that the idea of a relationship is going to be blissful. It's not. And all of you in here, because I just heard the giggles, know that marriage is not, relationships are not without conflict. What makes us connect is continuing to go back to the relationship. And we do this with friends most of the time. We do this with siblings, parents, children. I have a friend of mine who her daughter got addicted to drugs and basically took her for everything. $100,000 took her, got it all in drugs. Horrible. And most people, I think, would go, oh, done. We are no longer allowing that individual, that toxic individual, into my life, into my heart, because I've been betrayed. But you know what this woman did? She opened her arms. She said, yep, you screwed up. I still love you. I was like, seriously, that's what you did? And she goes, absolutely. And the daughter still comes to visit. I mean, obviously, she doesn't give her any money. But she can give her love, because love is an action. So how do we do it? We know that in philosophy, we're showing that having love in your life and connecting with people and the action of love is going to make us happier. We know scientifically that this is all true. We know spiritually, we're taught that this is the case. But how do we do it? How do we go from that place of, look what they did, to, God bless them for expressing themselves the way they did? Right? How do we do that? Well, the first thing we can do is we can do a simple meditation, becoming part of who we are right now. So I was visiting with a patient this week, and she was distraught. She was crying when I walked in. And she was telling me, she just lost her husband, and her 2 dogs got taken away from her because she wasn't able to take care of herself, so they moved her to the hospital. The dogs had to go to wherever they went. We're going to, the Rainbow Place. And now she was living in a group home. She couldn't get out of bed. She couldn't feed herself. She was just in this place of, and we all empathize, right? Can you imagine what kind of feeling that would be? And so what we did is I asked her, first of all, if she was open for a possible solution, not a solution, but a possible way to feel better. She's like, yes. And I said, take your fingers and just rub them together. Go ahead, try it. Just rub your fingers together and focus on the feeling of the fingers connecting, the skin rubbing between, and breathe into that. This is called being in the present, right here, right now. No past, no future. Just right here. When life is overwhelming, when things are happening you don't like, we can be right here in this moment. And in this moment, it's okay. It's okay. And I watched her calm, and I watched her take a breath. And for a few moments, she was at peace. But then she started thinking again, right? So we need to be aware of that as well. So the meditation that I'm going to suggest that we do, I got a couple things I'm going to suggest for the week. One is to do this loving and kindly meditation. So if you want to take your phone out and you take a picture of the slide, silently wish well-being to yourself. Know that about you. Then love ones, so silently well-being to the loved ones in your life. Then well-being to the neutral people. And then well-being to the difficult people. And then well-being to all. Simple, easy, quick meditation to center us in this place of love, which is where we want to be, so we get all the benefits. So as we're driving on the freeway or we're observing things that are going on, and I know I do it, so I'm assuming everybody else does it, I look at somebody and I go, what were they thinking? Why in the world would someone choose to wear that? Or why would, if they cared, why wouldn't they show up? How is it that you have a parent that's on hospice and you don't bother to come home and visit? Crazy people. But that's me being in judgment, right? That's me trying to control the outcome. That is not me understanding that there is a perfect expression of God happening right here and there, here in this divine space. It is not my path that they are taking. If it were me, this is what I would have done. But because they choose to do something different doesn't mean that they are bad. If I put my judgment on it, yeah. But if I look at them through love, and I use love as a verb, they get to make that choice, and they get to live their life, and they get to be that expression, and it's okay. So we go from that place of judgment to a place of love and honoring. So I hear my husband's word in my head saying, we have to have judgment, Rachel. If we don't have judgment, then how do we know what's right and wrong, what's good or bad, what we're going to do to make good choices? And I agree. Absolutely agree. We have to, in our own mind, in our own heart, have enough judgment that I'm making choices that serve me and the best of who and what I want to be. Absolutely. But that does not mean that I have to look at somebody else and say, you're wrong and you're bad. I can just say, that one's not for me. I'm going to make this choice because I want this result. Because that's what it is, right? It's all about choices and results. If you don't like the your result you're getting, change your choice. Okay, last little exercise here as we get the next slide. So again, take a picture so that you can remember to do this through the week. Place one hand on your heart and say aloud, I am available to love and to be loved. Say that with me. I am available to love and be loved. Before responding to a difficult moment, take 3 breaths and ask, what would love do here? Another thing that you could do this week is write one line. Where did I open to love today, and where did I close from love? And then after every meaningful conversation, give thanks inwardly for the connection regardless of its outcome. I got to connect with you today. Connection is what creates oxytocin. So scientifically, we just did a good thing. Gave me a little extra something inside. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm grateful for that. So concluding, bringing it all together, I decided that the answer while I was walking around that pool is yes. Yes, it's an energy. Yes, it's a power. Yes, it's an emotion. Yes, it's a feeling. And even though not every experience brings that warm fuzzy, if I do something different, I can get the warm fuzzy. Right? Okay. Let's do our affirmation. Actually, I need to pray first. Then we'll do our affirmation, and then we'll go to the next step. So knowing that God is all there is, all-knowing, all-powerful, all-present, knowing that God is the source of all things, God is love and life and light, God is truth and expression and discovery and expansion, God is all there is. Beginning, middle, end, creation, destruction, recreation. I know that I am of and from and in and as this universal energy. It is who and what I am. I am the love, the light, the life. I am the creator, the destructor, the recreator. I am all that God is. As I know that everyone in this room is, my words, please allow them to be your words. And in this moment, I know that I am whole and complete, that I am an action, a motion of love, that I am beauty, discovery. That as I move through my day, I honor those around me as me because they are me. That through connection, I create oxytocin in my body, which is the love that is. Through connection, I create and I feel the solution to the issues, to the challenges, knowing that it is love. So in such gratitude, I release my word into the law, knowing it is done, done, done. And together we affirm by saying, and so it is. So it is, and so it is. Yes, yes. Okay. Hello, Moto. Okay, so everyone go ahead and stand up. We're going to say this affirmation together. I practice love consciously, and in that act, I receive my true nature. Reveal, thank you. Cece, thank you. Okay, let's say it all together. I practice love consciously, and in that I reveal my true nature. Okay, one more time. You guys say it. Go. And so it is. So it is. Thank you. Okay, ready for another song?
Yes.
Let's hear it.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here, right now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to stand on that bridge. Love is my decision. No one else can make me forgive. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here, right now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here, right now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here, right now. My decision right here, right now.
Not plan that. That was a perfect song to that talk. Nicely done. So that's spirit right there in work, right, Scott? Right there, yes. So the next step the next thing we're going to talk about is our tithing, or our giving of our treasures, our investing in our community. Right here and right now, we've got the people that tithe their talents and tithe their time, and now we're tithing our treasure. So the little blue envelope, if you would like to do a credit card or a check or cash, go ahead and fill that out. I already see blue envelopes in the Red Bull, so you can do that right now. You can always do a Zelle, which is how I do it. I Zelle Charles, or I Zelle the Center for Spiritual Living St. George once a month. But you can also mail it if that's your choice as well. So let's take a few minutes and we're going to sing together because we are so blessed. Ready? Oh, I forgot. I always forget this. I know. Let's do our affirmation. Everybody rise. Go ahead and put your love offering on your heart, whatever that looks like, and let's do the affirmation. David, I need the affirmation. There we go. I am overflowing with love and abundance. I give from the source of my being, which is rich and unlimited. With joy and excitement, I share from this overflow. In return, the universe gives back to me in infinite channels and means. And so it is. Yes, yes, yes. Now we can sing about being blessed.
Now we're going to work on this rhythm, right?
Right.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed. There we go. I am so grateful for all that I have.
blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Little Bob Marley. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
Rhythm's still a little different than the original, but I like it. We're getting there. We're getting there. So knowing that God is all there is, all-knowing, all-powerful, all-present, knowing that God is the source of all things, we know that I am of and from and in, and as this universal energy is all that is right here. So knowing this is the truth, I know that through the law of giving and receiving, that this money, energy as money, money as energy, is what creates and continues to manifest all of the givings that we give. Giving to home office, giving to the nonprofits, giving to the center, and surviving and completing and thriving through these investments. So grateful, so grateful. I release my word to the law, knowing it is done, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
May I add,
Please.
there's another way to give.
Yes?
Anyone who has a tax-sheltered investment that you have a minimum required distribution for, you can have your the institution write the check to a charity, and that way you're taking your minimum distribution without having to pay tax on it. That's the way I do it.
That's brilliant. And any nonprofit can be considered, correct? Any 501c3. Beautiful. Okay. That includes us. Yes, we are a 501c3. Yes, yes. Okay, so it's time for us to come together. So let's go ahead and we're going to stand up and we're going to connect. We don't have to. If you don't feel comfortable connecting with hands, that's okay. Did I miss something?
Before we start that, I would like to let you all know we have a birthday cake in the back because Reverend Rachel's birthday is tomorrow, so we celebrate you.
Aww. Thank you.
And so we say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Reverend Rachel. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, are we ready?
Yes, there is peace on earth,
And now it
begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, loved ones all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Woo! Yay! Thank you, everybody. There is obviously cake in the back with coffee as well as some other snacks. God bless you all. Thank you for coming.